Hello, and welcome to episode 47 of Snap on This, a Marvel Snap podcast. This week's secret homework, build an Ironheart deck. I'm your host, LaurenWhatevs, here today with my usual co-hosts. First up this week, it's Ree. How was your week in Snap? And keep it snappy.
Okay, I guess I'm here this week to tell you that the Spice Girls had it wrong. Being a Snap scrub is the best.
That's TLC.
Throwing hands already.
Is that TLC?
That's
no,
TLC.
I don't want no scrub.
Yeah.
Are we talking about two different songs?
Uh-huh. No, that's this. I knew what song you were talking about. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me, hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
What song am I thinking of?
I'm pretty sure that's TLC. What if I'm wrong? What if we're both? It's definitely not the Spice Girls.
Okay.
This
Hold it. You may have to start over, but I gotta Google this.
Frantic fact checking. Are we gonna start over, or is this just
Scrubs? The Spice Girls.
Is it?
Okay. All right.
Wait, TLC, no scrubs. Wait,
Oh.
when did they
Did
no
the Spice Girls
scrubs?
cover it?
TLC Spice Girls mashup. I'm very confused.
Now I'm
both cover it?
confused.
Isn't there a song?
I'm not. Well, here's the thing. In that era, it was widely known that scrubs were an undesirable element, and you did not want them. Like, there might have been more than one song about it. Like, maybe this was like a mashup of like similar subject matter. Maybe they each had songs about scrubs.
I mean, the Wikipedia says it's TLC, but like the first hit on, there's a YouTube video that's pulling up that says Spice Girls, no scrubs.
All right, I'm sorry. Should we start? I'll just not mention the Spice Girls.
No, this is too.
Maybe
No,
just
the
get
people
your
need to know.
derailers.
This is content. This is definitely content. I don't know if this is the end of the episode, but this is like absolutely content.
I mean, unless Ree's too embarrassed.
What?
No, Reed turned out to be right.
Wrong? I get things wrong all the time.
Was she right? I
No,
thought it
everyone
TLC.
was right.
Thinking?
I'd say everyone has a claim to be right. I mean, like, I think I'm probably the most right, but
Okay, I don't put enough thought into my weeks at Snap ahead of time. And the song I was thinking was, if you want to be my lover
Be my
first with my
lover.
friends,
That's Spice
which
Girls.
doesn't even mention scrubs, does it?
No.
Or is that...
no, but but you know what? If you can't be friends with her friends, then you probably are a scrub. I think that is the implication, even like if it's not made explicit.
Yeah, okay, boom, fail. I think I should make music references. Okay. Anyway, okay, as the TLC, which I assume stands for tender loving care, they were wrong. Being a scrub is awesome. Because, I realized on Monday, or on Tuesday, actually. What day is it?
I believe it stands for T-Boz, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and Chili. But,
oh, yeah.
I did not realize I knew this much about TLC. Damn.
We're learning a lot today.
I don't know is that much about 90s pop. I should stop trying to talk about it. Maybe the Backstreet
I don't know.
Boys.
Where are these facts coming from? I don't know. I didn't know that I knew these things.
Okay. Oh no. Oh man. Late Night Re almost got an Infinity avatar.
Let's go.
I was playing
Almost.
so late. I was playing I don't know. I'm just I don't fucking care. I want to play Kitty Pryde because I have this really amazing Kitty Pryde split, and I love her. She just keeps coming back to you no matter what you do.
She's reliable that way.
Yeah, right. How often in life can we reliably have someone always return to us? So anyway, I was whatever Kitty Pryde is doing right now, that's what I'm playing. This is the thing with auto decks. They're are you too lazy to do 3 clicks away into Untapped or something to find a deck? Or even just to find the deck you've been meaning to play from your friend, but they didn't include a code, and it's auto deck here to save you. Anyway, so I auto decked Kitty and gave me that Havoc, Agent Venom, Kitty Pryde deck, that goodness, and with Bast, right? It's like the only time I ever play Bast.
I love that.
And I just kept like winning despite clearly deteriorating as the night went on. I was like, yes. And then I got to the last one. I'm like, ooh, this could be it. I could get another Infinity avatar. It's been a long time because I haven't really tried. I've usually been rushing to finish modes and like get variants and stuff. And I was like, I should save this. This should be daytime re. We want to do it for serious. And I was like, no, late night re forever. And I took it in and I lost to like, I don't know, some meta deck playing well. Like someone on like 5 Red Bulls, you know, or monster drinks, whatever they're drinking these days.
Or just
and yeah, I don't know, just better than me.
Or maybe they're on a different schedule and this is their daytime, you know, like honestly.
Yeah. They were playing a Surfer deck, a Sarah Surfer counter deck, so it's kind of like, what? But like, and I just, you know, I was tired, so I wasn't like retreating maybe all the time. Anyway, so we didn't get that, and then on Tuesday, I'm like, I meant to use my other Infinity ticket. And they just burned, and I was like, wait, Snap Scrubs don't care how many Infinity avatars they have. And it was freeing. It was one of those, like, it's like I don't feel like playing, like going in to just play my missions. I'd rather do this other thing. And it was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I don't. Cause like what? Like, I mean, I'm not getting the season pass. I'm not like really obligated to try and like max out all my resources anymore because I'm already not gonna have everything. I did the opposite. Like normally, like I always have background TV playing because mine needs 5 channels going at all times. And I'm usually not actually paying any attention. And usually what happens is like I'm playing Snap on my phone the minute something else broke my attention, and then it's just Snap the whole time. But instead I put it, I'm like, oh my gosh, is this the first paintball episode of Community? Hell yeah. And I like Snap down and watched that instead. It was glorious. Anyway, so it's actually, you know, it feels like, okay, I have to preface this with my hatred of Ernest Hemingway. And that was because in 6th grade, the first and only book I've ever read by Ernest Hemingway that I was forced to read through curriculum was The Old Man and the Sea, which, like, I don't know if you've ever read it, but it is literally just the tale of this old man who gets like out on his boat for like 3 days or whatever. I've only read it the once and I refuse to reread a synopsis. So this is, you know, a very ancient memory I'm accessing. But it's like for several days, it's just like, and then he got up and he was old and he pissed over the side of the boat. And then he sat and the sun was warm on his skin. And then he sat and the waves moved and nothing happened for the whole day. And then also the next day, here's the minutiae of his nose twitches on that day. It's just like, fuck you, Ernest Hemingway. Like, you are, and then people are like, well, you really got to try, like, his other stuff. And I'm like, no, you get what, like, you're going to take me on a book date, you know? And, like, this is what you're going to show me? Like, you don't get a second chance. Like, no, fuck you, Ernest Hemingway. Anyway. But for the first time ever in my life, I've met like somewhat an accord, I guess, with The Old Man and the Sea. The best way I can describe my new Snap life is like Old Man and the Sea meets Waterworld. Because I feel like I'm in that kind of like dystopia where like I'm like an old mariner, like on my deck boat. Inexplicably, I have like a French coffee press, you know what I mean, that I'm like pouring into a vintage teacup while I'm smoking a Sherlock pipe, and it's just like, don't see as many whale sightings.
In Waterworld, tobacco consumption is definitely evil coded, like way like the smokers.
Honest, I don't know for sure if I've ever seen Waterworld, or I just hold a fond memory.
I saw it for the first time just like a month ago, and wow, that's a film. That's a whole movie right there. Really? I highly recommend watching it. It's wild.
Does Kevin Costner star in it? I find him annoying.
Yes, he does. He's drinking his own piss, all that.
Oh, see, that's a little Old Man in the Sea for me. But like, okay. So like, but like, I know it's a water dystopia that I've always found like, you know, I find different, I like got bored of zombies pretty fast. So I find like all kinds of different dystopias interesting. Anyway. So like, but yeah, so it's like, I feel like, you know, you're out there and you're like, they've got their fancy robots now, you know, But like my water witch Nico, she gets along just fine. Just sailing along in my little boat, watching the dolphins. So like, I didn't even like get to play that much. My limited time I went in, I tried to do secret homework on. So like, but I feel like this is the beginning of my healing journey to Snap, where it stops feeling like an obligation. And once it can do that, I can like want to play for fun again. Like, when I'm not worried
it's a
about
much healthier relationship.
Yeah, that's really difficult for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it does come down a lot to breaking habits. Like, I don't know, a few seasons ago was, it's like I started missing Conquest variants and now I just keep missing them. And this time I missed Conquest credits and I'm like, that's fine. Like someday I would like to go for Infinity Avatars again, but it's not, it wasn't last season. Probably won't be this season, but sometime.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I find the game a lot easier to love when I don't feel like it's forcing me to play it.
For sure.
Oh, I got to try like a different game for the first time in forever because I didn't play Snap. Like I
want to hear.
I also want to hear. I would like to hear.
Oh, what? Oh, someone had told me I like this wasn't like anything. I was just saying I got to try a new it was Curse of the Golden Idol. It was fun. I'm a sucker for detective shit. So, someone who was raised on movie detectives and not like real.
Did you play it on Netflix games as we discussed last week?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yes, good timing.
That shit is great, to be honest. So,
yeah.
It's leaving soon, apparently, this game.
It is.
So I just rushing to check it out.
This is your weekly reminder to play Case of the Golden Idol before it leaves Netflix games. We'll probably say it one more time next week.
Is that you, Ree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ben, how was your week in Snap? And keep it snappy.
My week in Snap was pretty good. I also missed out on last season's Conquest variant by a single in-shop purchase. I had several Infinity tickets that went unspent because, it's just hard to get around to all of it there. I think I was probably having fun playing ladder last season. I was playing my I got about a whole month out of that deck I built for the Golden Gauntlet 2. That golden move deck that has been in the show notes. I'm not using it for the climb right now, except when I take move related bounties, and it's still working fine. But I can tell that this meta is not super favorable for it. But I have been playing some Ironheart decks. I built 2 Ironheart decks for the secret homework. I guess I'm only going to talk about one of them during secret homework. The other, they're similar enough that if I started to talk about this one, I'd start giving away the tricks. I will say in both of these decks had H.E.R.B.I.E in them, and I took H.E.R.B.I.E out of the one that I'm using more because H.E.R.B.I.E doesn't work. Also, I'm hearing some fascinating opinions about the quality of H.E.R.B.I.E, a card that doesn't currently work. How are we forming these firm opinions about her? I don't know. I know that I was retreating from a lot of games because I couldn't get H.E.R.B.I.E to do a game-winning activation for me, and that was very frustrating. So
whether you tap and hold or examine him, you couldn't activate him either way.
I could not activate H.E.R.B.I.E.
Oh,
yeah.
I have not encountered that.
Okay, well, I could not get H.E.R.B.I.E to do some of his things. Sometimes when H.E.R.B.I.E would work, I did win a game by making a rock that thwarted an Annihilus, and that was pretty cool. So yeah, when I could get H.E.R.B.I.E to activate and do H.E.R.B.I.'s thing, I was having a great time with H.E.R.B.I.E. I don't know. Maybe the people who are convinced that H.E.R.B.I.E is a bad card already did not have any problems, and they were using H.E.R.B.I.E H.E.R.B.I's full effect, and H.E.R.B.I was cooperating with them. So maybe they do know what they're talking about 100%, but it seemed kind of wild to me that people were making bold declarations about the quality of a card that they literally can't test. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's a cool card, and mostly I've just been having a lot of fun playing Snap. There are so many things to whine about the game, but like, hey, the core is very good. It's a very good card game, and I love card games, and I tend to have fun when I'm playing card games because most of the fun I'm bringing it myself, and like my opponent, the card game, like nobody else can bring me down when I'm having fun playing card games. That's my feeling. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a good week in Snap. I did with these Ironheart decks that I can't tell you about. I've done pretty well. Climbed up to the 90s with minimal effort, and I even played some games on the PC so I could track some stats and things. And like, ooh, they're working. They're fine. You know, not like, I mean, these are secret homework decks, but you know, they're up there with past secret homework decks I've built that were better than I needed them to be. And yeah, I just I love playing card games and stuff. My Netflix game has still been Into the Breach. That's what I'm all about. It's a very great little tactics game. It's a little unforgiving in the tradition of tactics games. You know, I like that sort of thing a little bit, and I've gotten far enough in where I'm checking some of these advanced settings boxes for runs, seeing the fancy flashy content, extra mission objectives and things. And yeah, check that game out if you haven't. It came out in like 2018, so you probably have, but maybe you're like me and you live way behind.
I played it on Switch when it came out, but it's been long enough I could probably replay it and it would all feel new. Okay. It's by the same team that did FTL. That was news to me recently. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My weekend Snap. I hit InfiNOT today, like a few hours ago on my lunch break. I struggled once I hit. I cruised straight to 93. I was playing a Bast Havoc thing. First, I put H.E.R.B.I in it just until I split him, and then Mr. Fantastic, who I think is better and feels slightly better than Surge in that deck. Because I don't know, that deck doesn't need a ton of energy, and +2 power is better than +1 power. So, you know, we'll talk about Mr. Fantastic more in a second, but it seems like they at least succeeded in making a card that is situationally better than Surge. And that was going really well for me. And then I hit 93 and just like, I was yo-yoing back and forth 93 to 89 a bunch, which I've certainly had that experience before. But after several seasons that have been very botty for me, full of bots, I only faced one bot the entire time from 75 to 100, assuming that they still haven't fixed the bug where bots have the same CL as you. Assuming that's true, I saw one bot.
Glenn told me they did. It was just for one season.
Oh, really?
No, he's super wrong about this.
Okay, I'm like...
No, he answered a question a while ago about bots, and he said like 5 wrong things in a row.
That's really funny.
With great confidence, too.
There's something about bots that is flying under the radar, because it's just like, it seems like from player to player and season to season, the amount of bots you face are very different. So it was my turn to have a low bot season, which is harder. It makes for a harder climb. But my Ironheart deck got me to 97, got me to 97. And then I switched to negative and made it to 100, facing tons of hateful emotes along the way. And I get it, because negative it sucks to play against. It feels like they do very little. You know, it's literally their entire turn 4 and 5 can be like negative Jane, and then they it's like, come on.
Not the most fun pattern.
Yeah. But a very easy one to snap and retreat on, so it's a good one for climbing if you learn it. I was playing Bullseye QWERTY's version of the deck, which has Zhang and Killmonger in it, which is unusual to run that much tech, and also Rogue. But the Shang and Killmonger are interesting because it's a null deck, which mostly I don't play negative with null. And so it was kind of fun to go back to that like null Zola thing. But then also there's Shang and Killmonger to feed the null even more. It was interesting. Not my favorite version of the deck, but it was cool and it worked. What else? I think that's it. So let's move on to last week's card. Any new thoughts on Clea or Astral Projection from you two?
Nope. Still seeing them. Still not playing them. I'm still not convinced that Clea is anything. But I don't know. Maybe.
I agree. I tried playing her a bit more. She's tough. She's tough to fit in. At least she's only a 1 cost. I don't think she's the worst. Like, I think eventually something will be found for her, I guess. Astral Projection, I'm just like mostly sad that I forgot about most of the week because I was actually excited to play with, and then I just kind of like forgot it was around. But I have some thoughts to share later about it in other sections.
Did you perhaps combine it with Ironheart?
Me too.
I thought about it and did not. So I'm curious to know how that went for you too.
There's like one Clea match especially that stood out to me where everything went right for them. They had Marvel Boy out early. They hit me with a ton of the Flames of the Fault team. They had Joaquin Torres in one lane. I just abandoned that lane. And they overcommitted there, which maybe that was their downfall, is they got my Adam Warlock down to like -6 or something. It's like, you already won that lane, stop. And yeah, I just threw that lane and focused on the other two, and all of their Flames of the Fall team were for naught. Not to say that she can't win. I just I don't think it's just not enough for how much work she takes. Maybe it's how fragile she is. I don't think that's really it, though. It's not like most of the time I'm beating Clea, it's because I'm killing her with Elektra or Killmonger.
I feel like it's just that she's not synergizing as well, like for that spot, in a 12-card deck, which once again is just a very small deck. There's just better cards that will synergize with the other cards you have in the deck.
Yeah. She just requires so much help. You have to go out of your way to make the thing happen. Like, she doesn't do her own thing. She's not self-propelled.
It's really hard to do a 1-cost build around, which is kind of what she is, right? Like, Bast is one of the only other ones I can think of as a 1-cost that's like kind of a build around, but Bast gives you a shit ton of power if you build around her. Right? Like,
she goes with Havoc now, so like, or sorry, not Havoc, Agent Venom.
Venom, like, there are redundancies.
Backups, yeah.
Right, but like, she hits the Hood, she's a 1/7. She hits Mysterio, she's a 1/10. Well, I guess, and then you lose 1 point from the. Okay, well, anyway, she's like a 1/7 there too. Like, it's easy to get that value from her. You don't have to have this like big multi-step plan. Yeah. I don't know how you fix Clea, but I just don't know. Not impressed.
It's weird that she gives you homework and like that's what you get for it. I don't know. I just don't think it's a good value. They got to cost 0.
Yeah. I still don't know if that would be enough. And then they would lose the Joaquin Torres synergy too. I know last week I said, 0 -1 would be better, but I
think it would help. I don't know if it would be good, but it would be better. That's what I think.
Okay. Season pass card, Mr. Fantastic First Steps. Did either? Rhea already said she skipped it. Ben, did you get Mr. Fantastic?
I did not. I do have thoughts.
True to your word, yeah, certainly. If you played against him, I'd love to hear. Go ahead.
What are these cards people are playing with him? Hey, I love Phastos. That card was hard to play. I've been trying to play Phastos, like the whole time since Phastos came out. How many times they've buffed Phastos?
Is it like
Fastos
3?
has not gotten better. Fastos has only gotten worse.
Okay.
Why is now the moment to start playing Fastos, people? What are you doing? It's
Wait, haven't they buffed him?
What?
Haven't they buffed him? Like
Did
once or
they?
twice? I thought they did
No.
like twice. He's still bad. No?
No. Let me see. Is he a 3/4 now? He might be a 3/4. Maybe they made him a 3/4.
Yeah, I think he's a 3/4.
Yeah, okay, they buffed him once.
Okay.
But that's not enough. Like
It's not
they
enough.
gave him 1 point. No, he's not as good as he was the day they released him. So why are you playing him in decks with Surge and Mr. Fantastic? Like, you don't need that kind of redundancy. Fastos is not a good card. You what are you doing? I don't. I've seen so many Fastoses like in the past few days. I just don't get it.
Okay.
Also, another card that I love that I'm mystified by the density I'm seeing out here. Scarlet Spider. I tried. Scarlet Spider started out in one of my Ironheart decks, did not stay in one of my Ironheart decks very long. I'm the number one Scarlet Spider believer out here, and the card does not hang. There are better cards you should be playing with Mr. Fantastic first. Play him with good cards. Why are you taking this? Isn't it
Scarlet Spider.
No, I like both of these cards. These are two of my guys. I'm trying to get these ones inked out. I believed in these cards when they came out, but they have not gotten better, and the rest of the game has accelerated around them. These cards have been left in the dust, and this is not the moment to dust them off just because they remind you of the new good card. I do see the thematic connection. It's fun to play cards that go together, but play better ones. I don't know. Scarlet Spider and Fastos do not get invited to the party just because Mr. Fantastic is there.
I've lost. It's more of a Gwenpool problem, but I've lost to a few 10 power broods and been oh, okay, so they can hold a lot of power in their hand by the time they've hit it with multiple hand buff things. Oh
yeah, for sure. No, the hand buff stuff is the other cards in the deck are good. Why just get Fastos and Scarlet Spider out of there? But Brood's a fantastic card.
Yeah,
always has been.
Brood's scary. Mr. Fantastic hits it once with power, and it's a 6 power buff.
Yeah.
All right, Ree.
Yeah, so I haven't played as much. Most of my playing was a bit earlier in the week, so I actually feel I've run into a H.E.R.B.I.E and not a Mr. Fantastic somehow. So I feel any thoughts I have super valid, but there's no way this card isn't strong. I feel in a little too generalized. And I don't know, if you guys think it's more on the level with Surge, then maybe they won't. But I felt for sure this is a candidate to get nerfed, after that season pass or
I think
whatever.
it'll make it through the month.
It
doesn't seem so egregious that it needs an emergency buff, but it definitely feels like one that oh yeah, maybe a few months down the line when it's not for sale anymore.
I think just playing against, I assume this probably feels the same way for people playing the card, but I bet Mr. Fantastic feels very strong when you roll a million cost reductions and probably less strong when you don't. And I think that a lot of people's, I think the quality of the card will vary somewhat from game to game.
I kind of think you want to be running Surge if cost, and certainly you can run both, but if cost reduction is more important to you, it's the +2 power. If you have it on, this is what I was saying before with my Bass deck, where it's the way to make Mr. Fantastic better than Surge is to play a deck where the power is more important than the cost. You've got to be playing stuff like Mr. Sinister and Brood. So I don't know. I have played with him a bit, and I feel he's maybe more niche than I originally expected.
Surprising. He feels so giant. Me, I'll throw Surge in almost any deck, unless I'm playing Agamotto, because I resent not hitting. Whenever I see someone playing Surge with Agamotto, I'm don't you resent the spells maybe missing a power? I don't know.
Yeah, I would for sure.
Yeah, I don't play Surge.
I would find it frustrating, if not disqualifying. Sometimes you have to play things that are frustrating, because you're not getting what you feel
don't
you're
have
entitled to. But
I never played armor in my old Saurons, you know. Because no.
I will say, like, I was playing decks where I could have played Mr. Fantastic First Steps, but like I did have enough things like him that I did not feel like I had Surge and some other cards that we'll talk about, and like I didn't feel like a chump for playing those cards without Mr. Fantastic, I will say. So like that's good. I was like, if he'd felt a little more dominant, and if I felt like I were losing more games because of my opponent's Mr. Fantastic First Steps, like I would have disliked the card a little more. I don't know, but I'm not bothered by its presence or by my lack of it.
I think it's kind of funny that the card that is easiest to compare it to came out like 3 weeks ago.
I know. We like talked about
maybe it was
they were in
like
we talked about them in the same patch, like unpacking once. Like we on the same episode we discussed the two cards because they were together.
I don't know. It's a little silly to me that like Surge just barely came out. Like you couldn't come up with something more unique as the card that you're selling for real money.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
He's fine. I'm not super impressed yet, but I'll try him in a wider variety of things, and maybe it'll be okay. I think I haven't played him with a ton of skills, but from what I've seen, he will not like whiff because you have skills in your hand. He'll just always, if he targets a skill, he always gives it cost reduction.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have seen them whiff if your opponent has Mobius out. Like he just doesn't animate if he tries doing the cost reduction and Mobius is on the board. Like I had him at Bar Sinister, and 3 of them procced because they were giving power, and the 4th one just didn't animate at all, which is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. I don't know if it'd be more confusing if it did try to do the energy reduction and then it didn't reduce, or just to
I think it might be nice to have some like visual indicator that like he tried.
Yeah, that like I have a discount if I take out the Mobius.
Yeah, I don't know. Any other Mr. Fantastic thoughts we have?
Okay. Speaking of other cards that they're selling for money, Fantasticar and the Super Premium Season Pass. I think I've been calling it $11, but it's only $11 if you get it separately. If you get them together, it's $20 total.
I'm still comfortable calling it an $11 card.
It's not indicated
because
anywhere.
Of that separate thing. Like it's so easy to buy the regular season pass and not see the Fantasticar because they're not like, putting it on display properly. Like you wouldn't know that there's a Fantasticar to get like right away. I don't know. I think it's so easy to buy the regular season pass without knowing about the Fantasticar that like it is effectively an $11 card still. I don't know. I don't think it's unfair or, I don't think it's disingenuous to say that.
I don't know if I read off Mr. Fantastic, but it's too late for that. Fantasticar, though, 4/7, activate, give your end of turn cards +2 power. You two didn't get it because you have to have the season pass to get the premium one. I also have not gotten it. But I've seen a lot of them, especially with high Evo decks, and it can put out a lot of power. It's not like
I see him over that like it's bugged that it works with She-Hulk or something.
Yeah. Behind the scenes, She-Hulk is an
end of turn card,
and so she's getting the buff. But Glenn said that's a bug, so I'm assuming that'll get fixed eventually.
Yeah,
it doesn't hurt those
say,
high Evo decks that they have an extra target.
As the only one who believed in Fantasticar enough to give it a second point out of 4, I guess I'm vindicated because it seems like it's at least a 2-point card.
Oh, I was way too low on it. It puts out tons of power. 4 cost to activate is awkward as hell, but
hey, it's got a body like I said. The 4/7, and I mean they did murder Galacta like just 5 minutes earlier. Make Fantasticar look extra good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what 4 hits and it's a 4/15. Like that's real numbers. Is it in a real deck?
These are things I said.
Yeah.
But like, can't a lot of 4-cost cards get that big when you're on their plan? You know,
I mean,
like
Shang for sure.
Doom 2099 is still like decent when you like get all his stuff out. You know,
Marble's
I don't know. I feel like people are being hyped. I mean, the card will only get better as we get more end of turn stuff, but it's just kind of like, it's like you can build a Spectrum deck and win with it a lot, you know? And it's still like, I don't know. I shouldn't be talking just because I haven't played.
If people want to know
what Surfer to me, for sure.
All right, so the one that Safety is loving is
Safety would win with the pet rock. Like, to be
Safety
honest
likes
with
bad
you.
cards.
He does like bad cards. We have discussed it, but this
and
deck
I win
does
with a lot of
legit.
my bad decks just because I can read and I can play the deck. Well, there's plenty of decks that I win a lot with and I don't share because I know it's not a good deck.
Can I tell you what's in it? It's pinned on his blue sky.
Okay.
It's got Kitty Pryde, H.E.R.B.I.E, Havoc, Athena, Mr. Fantastic First Steps. Those 4 cards I just listed are all end of turn cards. Surge, Angela, Cosmo, Juggernaut, Makari, end of turn card. Hope Summers, Fantasticar.
Okay, love this deck.
So there are 5 hits for it.
Ree's having an existential crisis over there.
And it does make a lot of extra energy to, compensate for Havoc and his stuff.
I like to apologize to the Fantasticar.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear this. I was about to say, I'm surprised how I've only seen it used with High Evo, and I'm like, I haven't seen anybody trying it with, say, Athena and Havoc, and that seems stronger to me. Maybe
that's amazing. I didn't even think of that. Oh my god, those are cards I love playing. That is how I would play this card. It's so good.
It's called the Safety Car. That's the name of the deck that I listed. And you know what? Safety hasn't told me this, but I choose to believe it's a reference to the Venga boss. That's what I believe.
Do we want to talk about
the safety car is coming?
But honestly, that deck probably rules even if you replace Fantasticar with a different card.
Agreed.
Maybe. I don't. I feel like that's a lot of end of turn effects in the deck. I don't think those cards would all belong there if they didn't have a unifying Lord to reward them.
I feel like these 2 cards kind of represent, for me, what it feels like are kind of the extremes of them trying to release so many more cards. One, we have Mr. Fantastic First Steps, where it feels like it's almost safe. You don't have to test, for weird balance stuff. If you're doing stuff that's similar to what you've done before, and just tweaking it a bit, that makes it easier to design and test and account for things. And then on the other hand, I feel like, I don't know, they're make clunky act. Because that's also hard to
can't break the meta with them.
Especially stuff where it's not super synergized right now. Anyway, so that's how I feel about it.
One thing that reminds me of when you mentioned the safety of a card that works like other cards, I think about that a lot when we're doing card design things for secret homework and stuff. But one thing that reminds me of, with Mr. Fantastic being so similar to Surge and stuff, is that a lot of games will make multiple cards with similar effects, and a lot of those games have rotation, which Marvel Snap does not have. So you'll have one card with a certain with an effect from a certain family or whatever, but only you'll have more than one card in the history of the game, but only one of them will be relevant at any given time. So Mr. Fantastic First Steps would be the new Surge if this were Hearthstone or something, except they would have separated it by 2 years, and they would be functionally different. So you could play them together in Wild and admire the differences and be oh, it's so interesting to play the two Mr. Fantastic First Steps together. And they're different, but they're kind of the same. Ooh. Anyway, but that's the fun of the legacy formats or whatever. And I don't know, but yeah, that's what most card games do when they want to be printing the same cards over and over again. and it's good. I think by and large, although I hate that it necessitates getting new cards all the goddamn time, but it is a good way to keep other things about your game manageable. I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely pros and cons to rotation, right? And I like that Snap is trying to be a game that doesn't have rotation.
But the thing is, it's an inevitable. Like it's like they're trying to they're sticking their thumb in the dam. Like this is not like you have to eventually. That's just card games. They get bigger, and too many cards are stepping on the design space of other cards, and you can't have cards that are similar but different. Like, you know, you can, but like only to a point. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
It would also be a great way for them to recycle characters, as they seem pretty enthusiastic about doing by the looks of Fantastic Four First Steps. So like this is what they inevitably like. It's a question of when, not if.
Really? I think they might.
I mean, if the game is indeed destined to last more than a couple years from now, I don't know.
I think they might be able to make it to 10 years without implementing
I hope
rotation.
so. I don't think they can do it without rotation, though.
Yeah. I didn't mean that they can make it financially. I meant they can make it without rotation.
But you're forgetting that in Magic, those are like printed cards and stuff. They can just change the text of cards.
The sets are so much.
Anymore.
I know, but Hearthstone found value in rotation also.
Yeah.
And in fact, they still do.
Snap's really unique, though, in how low the card count is. But also the decks are small, so you have cards stepping on each other's toes faster. Do we want to talk about the Super Premium Season Pass at all?
I mean, are we going to talk about H.E.R.B.I.E at all? I mean, other than he's
but
fucking
we're on
broken.
Fantasticar right now.
Oh.
I'm fine with not talking about it.
Yeah, we already kind of. I feel like I discussed it.
Yeah, I feel like everybody knows
whatever.
how we feel about it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. As soon as it's a card I want, like Fantasticar, I don't feel like I'm missing at all. This is not a card that I would play more than just to like.
I want to play the safety.
Oh,
deck.
I wish I had it so I could experiment with it. I like end of turn cards.
And it's like, I don't know. If they have to monetize more cards, which
Put it with black.
I worry about their business model if that's true. But if they have to, I would rather them be Fantasticars than Kid Omegas. Anyway, H.E.R.B.I.E, a 2/3 that when it's face up on the board rotates between an activate ability every turn, very similar to Nico Minoru. The activate abilities are give 2 of your cards at each other location +1 power, or next turn you get +2 energy, or create a rock here, set its power to 4, or double this card's power. Did you get him? Did you play him? No, you were having some functionality issues. I did hear about other people having them too, Ben. It wasn't strictly a surprise. I heard of people not being able to tap on enemy H.E.R.B.I.Es either to know, like, what is that? Like, if you haven't learned the animations yet, what is that ability?
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's really bad, actually.
So I guess until proven otherwise, I'm still believing that H.E.R.B.I.E is a good card. Looks like a good card. I swear I was retreating from games that it seemed like I would win if I could do the thing that I paid for, which sucked.
That sucks.
It was not fun.
Still feel like I'd prefer Nico. I'm just like pretty low on activate.
Oh, I'm playing them both. They're buds.
Nico's much better for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Nico rerolls locations, which I think means she's better.
I just feel like if I'm putting H.E.R.B.I.E in the deck, I'd just rather have Search that spot. You know, like I don't know. I'm a non-reveal girly, I guess.
Though H.E.R.B.I.E gets big. H.E.R.B.I.'s job is sometimes to make energy, but also a lot of the time to get big.
I don't think he gets big enough, actually. You know, 2/7 is nice, but I was playing that Bass deck, and it's like I have multiple 2-cost cards in here that are getting bigger than H.E.R.B.I.E.
How was your why was H.E.R.B.I.E in your Bass deck?
Oh, just because that's the deck I wanted to play, and I wanted to split H.E.R.B.I.E.
Bass does not make H.E.R.B.I.E big. Doubling 3 is the same no matter whose 3 you're doubling.
Oh no, I know that. I wasn't synergizing anything with H.E.R.B.I.E except maybe.
So we're all. Nobody's given H.E.R.B.I. a fair shake. I'm like the only person who wants to believe in H.E.R.B.I. Everyone else is playing H.E.R.B.I. in decks that are not synergized.
How do you synergize with him? Like, the double is the only one, right?
Oh, I wouldn't say so. H.E.R.B.I. is also a buff other cards card. H.E.R.B.I. is also the
cares
make
about
energy.
that. Clea and Sebastian Shaw?
Here's the thing. H.E.R.B.I. is a good buff recipient, but also a buff share. Like, you put H.E.R.B.I. in a deck with other cards that say double this shit, and like, you know,
I wasn't impressed. What if the double one comes up while he's still a 3 and he gets buffed, and then what? And then on the last turn of the game, you have the +2 energy.
It's probably fine.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm saying, like, sometimes a double Psylocke, or rather a double Jennifer Kale, like sometimes a 2/7. Like, I don't know. I played enough games with H.E.R.B.I. and I felt like I was seeing value. That was my feeling. And I think that
I'll be most excited. Sorry, continue.
Time will tell. Once the card works.
Never mind. It's not important.
Okay. I want to hear when you're going to be excited about H.E.R.B.I. I don't know. I don't even know how you fix him. Just, meh. Maybe he doesn't need fixing. I think one of the main reasons I like him over Nico, there's the on reveal thing, there's the cheaper cost, there's the, I don't know. I guess those are the two big ones. But then there's also, like, she explicitly synergizes with so many things, and he's mostly doesn't. Okay. Vibe check on next week's card. Human Torch, First Steps. I don't have the text in front of his power, but he's like a 3/2 at the end of turn, gets +1 power, and if your side is full, doubles instead.
I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at saying the things at the right time. I did think of one more H.E.R.B.I. thought. Can I
go for it?
It's kind of annoying that he doesn't have an ability when he's in your hand, because it would be nice if you knew what ability he wouldn't have next turn. Like how having Nico in your hand is cool, because you know that next turn she's not going to have whatever she had this turn.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good idea.
Okay, sorry, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to get that out there.
That would be a good way to buff him, is to at least let you plan a little better. I got Human Torch right, so yeah, 3/2. I don't remember what I rated him last week, but then I did my like Twitter rankings in between, and
you ranked him a 4, right?
I don't remember, but now I had him as the best card of the season. I think that he just gets way too big.
He's a 4, right?
I think actually maybe I feel like I gave him a 3 and then re-talked me up. He just gets fucking huge.
Like he's not okay, right?
Yeah, he does the H.E.R.B.I. double thing, but predictably, and I'm fine with paying 1 extra energy to have that predictably available.
Yeah, he seems too good. I was listening back to the episode for the timestamps and stuff, and I was like, oh, I didn't articulate that the reason I don't like this card is because I don't like cards that are too good. And yeah, all I said was that I didn't like him, and I didn't explain. But yeah, I don't like cards that are too good.
Yeah, obviously a shoe-in for Surfer, anything that's doing Buffy stuff. Any other quick thoughts? Okay.
I feel the same as I did last week.
Okay. Just to note, we have a half week of High Voltage coming up next Thursday. It starts.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Thursday to Monday.
Too soon.
High Voltage. I don't think there's going to be a card in it. My understanding, I don't know if it's based on data mines or official info or what, but my expectation is that Mole Man and Mad Thinker are both Grand Arena cards. So a High Voltage, I'm curious to see what the pricing is like for a half week of High Voltage. And if it's not great, I'm not playing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not playing it either way, but I mean, is it High Voltage Overdrive or regular High Voltage?
It's regular High Voltage. Just for 4 days.
I guess it's a little faster than High Voltage Overdrive. I guess if the prizes are good, I would play it. It's not like Sanctum, which I would play for no prizes, but
yeah. On to our side quests. First up, secret homework. The assigner, I'm the assignee. The assigner was Ben. Take it away.
Yes, I did assign this one, and inspired, and in so many ways as I have been by Disney Plus's Ironheart television program, as I seem to call it every time. Anyway, we all built a deck with the newly buffed Ironheart in it, and that was the only requirement. And I encouraged the listeners to play along at home, determining their own set of 11 cards they wanted to combine with Riri Williams, and just like who might be the good recipients of those nice juicy +3s that she hands out now. What kind of misfit friends will she make here? Will she in fact link up with the Hood? Probably not. Not in my deck. I'm curious to know if the Hood appeared in either of yours. I got a hunch. Nah. But yeah, we're going to talk Ironheart decks now. That's what we're doing. And I, as the assigner of that homework, am going first. Now, I have two, and the homework is only to do one. I'm going to tell y'all very quickly about the one that still has H.E.R.B.I.E in it, because I didn't cut the H.E.R.B.I from this one because I was playing it less, but I wanted to keep H.E.R.B.I in there to remind myself to keep testing H.E.R.B.I whenever they fix the goddamn card. But anyway, this one is America Chavez, Zabu, Lasher, Mr. Sinister, Surge, H.E.R.B.I, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Ironheart, Captain Carter, Shang-Chi, Galacta, and Gwenpool. And that deck, despite having a card that doesn't work, still had winning stats on Untapped and was fine. This deck is better. This is the real deck. Here's the cool one. This one is Surfer Heart. I've made a previous Iron Surfer deck, and I didn't want to confuse myself, so Surfer Heart. America Chavez, Nico Minoru, Lasher, Mr. Sinister, Surge, Ironheart, Brood, Captain Carter, Silver Surfer, Esme Cuckoo, Absorbing Man, and Gwenpool. And that deck fucking kicks ass.
Nice.
Just shot me right to the 90s pretty easily, Didn't play a bajillion games. I mean, it's not the best deck I've ever climbed with, but hey, it worked. It works. It could work. It'll be in the show notes. I'm actually having a lot of fun playing it. It feels pretty good. I feel like maybe I'm underselling it a little bit. It's real fun. The cards all go together in cute ways. That's the thing. This deck did have H.E.R.B.I in it. I had to cut him, I think, or them, or whatever this robot is. I cut H.E.R.B.I for Lasher.
Okay. Cool, I have Lasher.
here's the thing. Pretty sure H.E.R.B.'s a better card than Lasher. I'll say it. I'm saying it now. Okay, I've now said it. So I was sad that I had to put Lasher in here. I think I had both of them in the other deck that I listed, but yeah, Lasher's fine. Lasher's pretty cool. I like that you can Captain Carter Lasher. I hadn't really played enough Lasher to know that that's how that interaction worked. So when it worked that way, cool. I felt like I had gotten away with something a little bit. I've not seen that.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
You've made me realize Lasher is the 2-cost activate reliable double card. That's what he is. Yeah. Huh.
But yeah. I mean, well, here's the thing. Sometimes it would be cool if Lasher could make 2 energy, wouldn't it? Anyway, or sometimes in the other deck that I don't remember which deck. It might have been the Surfer deck when it still had H.E.R.B.I in it. But with one of these decks, I did win an 8-cuber by blocking a void on that one location that closes after turn 4. I can never remember the name.
Film.
Yes. There we go. Okay, but yeah, I really like this Surfer deck that I described. As I said, the cards go together in cute ways. Esme Cuckoo is very happy to give you a 3/4 Ironheart or an extra 3/4 Captain Carter or a Silver Surfer. Those are a couple cards that you are not upset to have an extra copy of. I like doubling Nico. That's always really cute and fun. Nico's just such a great card, doing locations, doubling, drawing cards. You don't always need to draw a million cards, especially with Esme Cuckoo, because as I have mentioned, copying a card or whatever Just generating a good card that you actually picked is like better than drawing a card. Pretty cool. I really highly recommend this deck, and I've had so much fun playing it. And I hope I remember to do more deck building secret homeworks in the future, because I always have a good time with them. And we can't do them every week, but we should do them more often, I think. And I'm so curious to know what you two did, and also our listeners, but most of all you two. I will read the ones that actually, speaking of ones that our listeners have done. Oh my gosh, Adam, Marvel Snap.
I was gonna say that.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah, you've got to check it out. It's very cool. I'm not going to spoil it, but like, go to the Speakeasy, or maybe he posted it on his Blue Sky. I don't know. I don't remember, but holy shit, he designed so many cool custom cards for all these, all the hoods, little buds, and it was a whole thing.
He made an Ironheart deck by inventing a bunch of new cards based on characters.
That is cool.
He very ambitiously misunderstood the assignment on purpose. You know.
Yes.
That's the best.
Okay, I assign next week's homework. Tell us about your Ironheart deck.
Okay. I was very excited for this because I love Ironheart. Ironheart is one of I got her series, like her very first solo series. I also was reading Iron Man when she came out as a character. So like Miss Marvel, she's one of the characters I've seen like from her inception, and also in the game. Like I had when I was coming out of like series 2 or whatever, and I wasn't like building, I was just like, I had one deck I was playing, and it was just kind of like putting new cards, as you do when you're starting play. And mine was based around Ironheart for a very long time, just because I wanted to play her. So, but this was a struggle for me. I called my deck Suit Whip, suit work in progress, just like Riri, just working on it, and it's still called that. That was a placeholder name until I finished the deck, and it, earned its name. And it's still, I feel like if I had more time, maybe I could have gotten it there into a deck worth sharing. I mean, I was winning with it, but like I said, that doesn't mean it was a good deck. Not quite there. Here was the dream. Because I was thinking, what do I do with Ironheart? And it's like, I've done Ravonna things, you know what I mean? All that stuff. And I was like, my dream was like a lockdown deck that you buffed things after the fact. You locked down early, and then you had ways, to buff your cards or get in those locations, because that's one of Ironheart's big benefits. I wanted to lean into an Ironheart thing. And so like my first version of that was kind of a Storm Legion-y thing, but it wasn't feeling right, and it wasn't feeling like it was a few cards away. It was like, we gotta rethink this. So then I was like, I was looking at the cards I had in the deck, and I was like, oh, what if we had like Agent Venom in here for the Professor X? I've already got a lot of low power. I just need to take a couple out to make it into an Agent Venom deck. And then I also, part of the lockdown of this is, along with Storm and Professor X, I had like debris, because, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, you put the rocks out and then you buff them, later as well. It feeds into the strategy. And I like kind of this like junk low cost combo of like clog lockdown. And, especially if I put Blue Marvel in, so like the Rex would help you. And then because I had all these 3 costs, I was like, my latest edition, just like building this suit. I'm just like, I put on this piece and this is cool. And maybe it's a drawing with too many things. I don't know. But I saw these 3s I had. And I'm like, what if we lean into it being Surfer as well? Because once again, these are a bunch of low power cards we need to like beef up.
Oh, I hope that's where it was going. Surfer has reach too, just like Ironheart.
Right? So like that's where I ended up, like Nebula's in the deck, Surge, I have a Grandmasters, because I was like, I don't know. So like, but Mr. Fantastic, another way to reach, because we scrubs now. I don't have first steps, but we got, Mr. Fantastic at home. So, like, which, you know, once again, like hitting an Agent Venom, hitting a Mr. Fantastic, who they've put more power out of his core into his actual ability, you know, he's a better card now. Hit him with Surfer. So I have, like, the ideas in this deck, but it still doesn't feel... it's not all the way there. So, I didn't want to, like, disappoint, though, because as I was, like, struggling with my own deck, trying to find the right things. Oh, I think since I've just said every single other card that's in the deck, Racket Raccoon and Groot are there. I was thinking a mover, right? Anyway. So, but it's just, like... I don't know. I need to play it more. I ran out of time was my problem. I ran out of time putting it together and figuring out what I wanted to do with it. But I was like on Reddit or something, and I saw the magic word, Namora. Someone was like, I took this Namora deck and got an Infinity avatar with it or whatever, or ticket. I don't know. Something infinity wise. And okay, giving and this did obviously so I looked and I'm like, ooh, Ironheart is here. This is the Ironheart deck I should have made. I want to give deck credit. I don't know if this deck came from somewhere else. I'm not like Tolkien. I can't do like, you know, what deck of Forsaken Knight 71, deck of Doughy Cat, Born 2. Okay. But like, but that's where it traces back. I think it was like a Forsaken Knight, some numbers, I'm not good with numbers, posted it, but I think they saw Doughy Cat playing it. So, and I don't know if she got from somewhere hers deck. That's as far I'm saying. I trace back twice. We can click no farther. It's just, you know, we already used up our spoons for the day. So, okay. This deck, though, it's a Namora deck, and it has Astral Projection, which reminded me that Astral Projection was a card I grinded for and got. I was so burned out. I like wasn't even excited. I lost my excitement to play with it. But when I saw that here, I was so excited. I'm like, oh yeah, that seems like fun, because it's really cool to hit, like, you know, like an Odin is like the most fun thing to hit with Astral Projection, to be honest. And just see things go off again. But this deck is the fun thing that I wanted, because I did want to put Wong with Ironheart. Honestly, when you get to Ironheart, like a lot of times it's just infinitely more fun, you know, than Ironhearting once. So, this deck is a Namora deck. So, I mean, White Tiger, right, which often goes in Namora decks, is kind of a backup, and Odin. And then your classics that I would say in Namora decks are Symbiote Spider-Man, Jeff, Wong. But this deck also has Cosmo, which, honestly, Cosmo makes a great Namora pillar, you know?
Yeah.
Like, block someone else's
Shadow
stuff.
Kinged or Shonged.
Right? Yeah. And like you're stopping their stuff. And if you want to be fit more, you can put like Symbiote Spider-Man in that lane and still like, you know, combine them for your Namora shenanigans. This deck has Sage as well, Ravonna, because we have enough low power cost cards for Adam Warlock, friend of Ravonna now. And you know, of course, the Astral Projection, which is just fun. It's fun to hit a Namora with it. It's fun to hit. Honestly, like, Wong is just a lot of fun. There was a time where we couldn't play Wong because it was so telegraphed, and, like, everyone was playing Cosmo, because why wouldn't you play Cosmo or something? This is, like, a long time ago. Yeah. But now, like, Wong is free to be for fun to be had. And, like... it's a lot of fun. Okay. So I did want to mention this deck because it is beautiful. If I was on the hunt for the Ironheart deck, and it was like, this is like a more re-deck than the deck I made. So, it's fun and I want to play it more.
That does sound fun. I also really like the idea of a lockdown Surfer thing.
Right.
Tricky as that might be to pull off.
I just need more time.
Okay. For mine, the first thing I thought of was doubling everything up. So yes, I started with a Nomura thing, and it had Wong and Odin and Misery and Firehair. And I was like, you know what? When I have Nomura and Wong and Ironheart, this is sounding a lot like Safety Blade's One Piece deck. And so I went and looked up the newest version of that, which actually doesn't run Nomura, even though he loves Nomura. And I used that as inspiration. And so I think I originally had like 8 or 9 similar cards to that. But I was insistent on making Firehair work, and I kept adapting it. And now I'm down to just 4 matching cards. But this is what I ended up with. And I will say it's Clip Hunter-ish in that it's like halfway between a real deck and a Clip Hunter deck. And that I feel like I get to do pretty cool stuff a lot. And so that's something I've really had a ton of fun with it. And it's been good enough that I climbed several ranks in the 90s with it. I have Iceman, who is the flexiest spot here. Nico Minoru, Ravona, Firehair, Grandmaster, Astral Projection, Ironheart, Morph, Sage, Venom, Atuma, and Arnim Zola. And I will say, if you play Venom if you play this deck, try to keep your Venoms below 10 power, because everybody will try to Shang them. And they see the Zola coming, even if this doesn't look like a, I mean, I guess maybe Ravona and Venom is enough to scream Zola. Mm-hmm. But I definitely, as I was trying to be a little more careful with my Venoms, I was having better luck. Although I did have some games where I just had gigantic Venoms and then you Zola them somewhere, and it's a blast. Some of the stuff that I really loved doing with this was Sage or Nico's double spell, putting them on the side, then doing Grandmaster, then Zola-ing them, and you end up getting to do them like 4 or 5 times, because you also have Firehair on the board, so when Zola destroys, they proc again, Yeah, it's really, really fun. Astral Projection is a little awkward, but I haven't gotten rid of it because the payoff of hitting Zola for only 3 is huge. Anyway, there's something here, and it got way better the more I fiddled with it, but it's not quite there yet. Anyway, I did learn that Nico's double spell does not work with Firehair, and that just seems like a bug.
I thought you were going to say with Ironheart, and I was like, I've been okay.
No. Yeah, no, Firehair will not take that. A really disgusting play, if you get the Nico clone spell and you have Firehair out, Venom destroys it, and then you get a copy of the Venom with everything that he ate. That's very cool. Yeah, I actually really loved Ironheart here. It's both good to proc her multiple times, but also the new Ironheart that only hits 2 targets. I was very often playing her and procking her when there were only 2 targets on the board. Part of that is because I'm destroying stuff, right? Like play Atuma and then put Ironheart under Atuma. It's like she dies right away. And then Firehair's procking and there's only 2 targets left on the board. Anyway. Very fun. Highly recommend playing it if you want to just do some fun, silly things. Yeah.
It's such a cool name.
It's named Ironheart because it was originally like double all the things, and now like Odin is gone, Misery is gone. If Misery was there, I think Misery is the case where you would actually put Hood and Ironheart in the same deck. She seems like a good fit for Firehair, but I was really struggling with the curve. There's a good chance that she could easily replace Atuma. I haven't tried her since lowering the curve of the deck this much. Okay. Assigning next week's homework. For next week's homework, I want you to design a location that is a mini game, like Asgard or Asgard Besieged or White Hot Room or Sakaar Grand Prix. Something that is like a little separate game within the game, a prize of some sort, or a penalty. Design a mini game location.
And I can't just ask them to bring back Yoshida Base or whatever.
That was a cool one, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
Yeah. What? It's really wild that it's
Which
just
one
gone.
was that one? Remind me.
It's something about the last card to get
the
here.
Last card
destroyed.
played here, like gets destroyed or something. Like on turn 6 or I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was
I'm
interesting and
into
it was
the
cool
mind
and it was
games.
too good for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. But I think it was like super buggy or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, that would, yeah.
Shocker, right? Okay, we have more side quests this week. We have Title Tussle 6 because we had a patch and the patch had new titles. So, if you haven't been here for Title Tussle before, basically I'm going to take turns between Ben and Ree, giving them a set of 3 titles, some of which might be real from the game and some of which are made up by myself or listeners. Friends of the pod. And then they get points, and whoever has the most points wins the game. Every single real title in this set, there are 12 sets this time. Every single real title comes from the newest patch. And the fake titles I pulled from all time. So I dug back into the older Title Tussle submissions for a few of these. I'm going to slightly change the scoring because that's what we do in Title Tussle. We change it all.
I've never understood how it works.
Yeah, so you understand, just play the game. Yeah,
I know. I'm like, Lauren does it.
Yeah, a precedent that Ben hates, but that's how we do it.
It's disgusting.
It's going to be very similar. A set is worth 2 points if you get it mostly right. Right? Like you win 2 out of 3 of the titles, just like in Marvel Snap. You win the game if you get 2 of the 3 locations. It's negative 2 points if you lose the set. You can double those points with a snap. All that's the same. The thing I'm changing is that correct titles are just worth 1 point, period. You don't get negative points for getting wrong titles, and you don't double your title bonus points by snapping.
Is there still snapping?
Yeah, there's still snapping. It just only affects the set score.
Okay, got it.
Okay. The set is 2 points. If you double it, it's 4.
and if you get the set wrong,
the set can go negative.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So snapping is still a big risk play.
Yes, it is. But I didn't want to make it such a big hit. If you get like all 3 wrong and snap, and then it's
dear.
I wanted to make it a little bit less penalizing.
All right. Well, I've loved every version of the scoring so far, and this one is no exception. I'm sure
Why are we fixing it? What's not broken? I don't know. I have a game designer in my heart, and I like fiddling with stuff. So,
yeah. Gotta change up the meta.
Who's gonna go first?
I think Ree should go first.
Okay. I was going to say Ben, but you said it first.
That's how
secret.
It goes.
I'm always talking first.
Okay. Sorry for the clicks and clacks, listener, as I copy and paste into our chat the first round of the game. Who dares disturb my slump? Living 3 resets at a time. Astral projectile vomiting.
Okay, living 3 sets at a time has to be fake, because I know Second Dinner likes to think that they're in on the joke in the way corporations often ignorantly do. But, there's no way they're going to remind everyone of how buggy their stuff is, right? So, that one's fake. I'm saying it's fake. Someone came up with it. Some clever person out there. And then I'm going to say the other 2 are real. Because.
Okay. Are you going to snap on it?
No.
Okay. You got it right overall, but you missed 1. So that's going to be 4 points for you.
Which ones were real?
The first one is real. Who dares disturb my slump is real. Living 3 resets at a time came from Scott Denham. Astral projectile vomiting came from Adam Starr. I forgot to remind
everything
you.
Tracks. These are all great.
Yeah. I forgot to remind you all 3 can be real. All 3 can be fake. And don't read too much into the order. I randomized the order of the sets.
Oh, I like to meta everything. I'm like, what a Lauren!
It is very metagameable if you want it to be. Technically, I give you both the same number of correct titles. But yes, I randomized the order and only made 1 swap to make sure you had equal scoring. Okay, Round 2 for Ben. First up, it wasn't me, it was ego. Second, Dorma move it, buddy. Dorma move it, buddy. Got my PhD at Essex's lab.
That last one is the realest Marvel Snap title I think I've ever read. First one also pretty Marvel Snappy, but you know what? Yeah, real, fake, real. Boom.
You gonna snap on this?
Yeah.
Okay. You get similar pointage to Ree, except you snapped, so that'll be a 6-pointer.
Wait, so did it work out for him? Should I have snapped?
Mm-hmm.
What was the lesson to learn here?
You got 2 extra points for snapping.
Okay, I should have snapped. All right.
It wasn't me, it was ego. Came from Philip J. Woodward. Dorma move it, buddy. Another Adam Star joint. And got my PhD at Essex's lab. You're right, is real and
the realest one. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was very real.
Okay, Ree. Roundest skull in the game.
Whoa,
My
do we?
EVA is greater than yours. Dips fries in adamantium.
Do we really need titles about skull shapes? Does that sound like a good idea to you guys? Does that sound smart? Did that sound smart to second dinner?
Oh, it does remind me that I took anthropology because it fit my college schedule, and I thought it would be so bored, and it was super fascinating. I loved learning about all the varieties of Homo variouses. All right. So in that case, skull shapes are interesting. But yes, your immediate reaction to that is not good. Not
these phrenology freaks are going to be. Right. Oh my.
But maybe it's probably an attempt to be smoothest brain in the game, but
I don't know what the intent is, but
it's
I don't think that matters.
ChatGPT? Okay, I'm going to say it's real because I've never seen a title being in poor taste. Reason for it not being in the game. Okay, and then wait, what's EVA?
I don't know. Which only tells you I didn't invent this. Or did I?
My EVA is bigger than yours is a pop culture reference that I believe is more likely one of our friends made with a comic book reference that I'm not immediately getting, which it means it's probably, I feel like one of our friends made this one. As they are also prodigious comics readers, such as myself. All right. And then dips fries in adamantium. It does seem real, to be honest. It's a little off the wall. But now I'm given the same ratio I give last time, which meta-wise feels bad to me, I should vary that up. Nevertheless, I will charge in with my first instincts, like Don Quixote, since it worked out so well for him.
Excellent.
And
are you going to snap on this?
No.
Okay.
Tell me the first one is not real.
That's another 4-pointer. 2 of them you got right. All 3 of them are real.
Oh my God, they're real. They really put in that. Oh my, they fucked up.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's referencing, but it's certainly not a. Let's not.
I know exactly who's going to use it.
Yeah, the same type of people who use Red Skull avatars. Why are those available?
Yep.
I just Googled EVA Marvel, and who knows if this is the only thing you can do with it, or the only EVA in all of Marvel, but it's the grown body of the man known as Fantomex. She was grown in the body of the man known as Fantomex. She is the physical manifestation of his nervous system.
Wait, what are we talking about?
This is what an EVA is? I don't know.
I remember Fantomex very faintly from New X-Men.
It seems like she's she's a humanoid, a manifestation of somebody's mutant powers.
Oh,
but I don't understand.
Intense. So X-Men. What does that mean? Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, that is the EVA they're referencing. Maybe it's
But if I'd read it, I could give you like 10 minutes of how it all made sense. And okay.
Undoubtedly.
Humanized mutation is bigger than yours. I don't know. Bad. Okay. Ben, using all 3 brains. Heartless, not by choice. Lungs for days. Look at this cute set I put together.
All right. I don't get the second one. I think I get the other 2. Like, okay. I assume that the first one is tied to something like a living tribunal or some other sort of Cerberus type 3-headed. You got options there.
Of course.
That could be anybody with 3 heads, and I'm sure there are plenty of people with 3 heads. And lungs for days. I hope that means we're getting Banshee. That's what I hope that means.
Yeah.
And I don't know what heartless, not by choice. That seems it makes it strikes me as such nothing that it has to be real.
Dick Grayson was fighting a villain called Heartless. Sorry.
I mean, anyway, we could talk about Sora, Donald, and Goofy traveling from world to world fighting the Heartless, but the fact is,
Kingdom Hearts reference. Okay, sorry.
I've got them all day long. Anyway, I'm going to go all real, but I'm not going to snap on it. Real.
Okay, that's a 5-pointer. You are correct. They are all real.
Oh, well.
Okay, here comes Reese.
All right, this is going to shake it up because you've done like 2 in a row with the same ratio. So surely this will have a different ratio.
Met my exes in the Nexus. Seeking spell a girlfriend. Can I have your CL number? Your CL number?
Seeking spell a girlfriend, I'm not understanding as a phrase.
I think it's like use a seeking spell to get a girlfriend, but it is very awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that means it's real? Because I don't... I'll get it.
Very much could be, but also... You all have been falling for the fake ones more frequently as
I know.
As our friends
Everyone's
have gotten better
at imitating real titles. Okay. Can I have your CL number? Once again, could go either way. Okay, I'm gonna say met my exes in the Nexus. The rhyminess and the fun to say. Okay, I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say they're all fake.
Will you snap on it?
Just because... would you do that, though? Maybe. No, I can't snap on it. I lack confidence in my own choices, often.
Okay. You're correct. That's a 5-pointer.
Oh, yay! I should have snapped.
They're all...
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I did the same thing last turn.
Okay, yeah.
Met my exes in the Nexus, and can I have your CL number are mine. Seeking spell a girlfriend is from miles per minute. And I thought about making it more readable, but then I was like, you know what? No.
Maybe it's a reference I'm not
titles that are awful.
Nope, he did it perfectly.
Yeah. I thought it was actually, I was like, you know what? If I change it, I'm going to make it less like a Marvel Snap title.
It was the one I thought was real, but like I wanted to be bold and declare something unanimously.
Good job. Ben, Carpe de Cubes, bestowed with so much chi today. Intermittent Francophile.
Wow. I'm not like an expert on Latin, but like, I think the phrase that they're doing a play on here would be carpe diem. I don't know what seizing of cubes is.
Isn't that why we play Snap, to seize the cubes?
I know. No, it's when you take them from someone else forcefully against their will so that you may have them yourself.
I feel like maybe carpe cubum, like seize the cube or whatever, but like carpe de cubes, de cubes, seize of cubes. That just makes no sense to me. As I like it when things superficially, at least, make. Yeah, that one's not clearing any of the bars. I don't like it.
Carpe cubum would be more fun.
Bestowed with so much chi today. I mean, like, I like it so much after the first one. I'm like, well, this is the kind of title we should have, right? But like, is it? I don't know. Intermittent Francophile. Why would you only love France sometimes? Or French shit sometimes? I don't know. I mean, that doesn't mean it's not real. I'm just trying to like make sense of the. But like, what character would be an intermittent Francophile? You know what? That last one's got to be real. Because if it's referencing something and I can't tell what it is, I don't know. That's the first one is so stupid. It's got to. Well, none of our friends would they?
But like, you forget people are intentionally making stupid sounding stuff because it sounds real. The more stupid it sounds.
And like,
it was so much easier when they were making titles that were actually desirable.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go real, and I'm not going to snap on it.
Okay. That's a 4-pointer. That is Carpe de Cubes is Fake and by Adam Starr.
I knew it.
Probably holds the record as the person who has contributed the most fake titles.
Also a fan of consonants and alliteration.
Yeah.
One of the real ones.
Okay. Ree, here's your set. I'm going to outline to make it more distinct. DNA test, 90% McLuhan. One in 14,605,000. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Triple exclamation point.
That's a D&D, obviously, reference.
But not like proprietary.
I know, but I mean, like, it's so on the nose. I don't feel like Snap is smart enough. So I think that one's fake because it's too fun and I smiled too hard at it. Okay. And then, plus though, like, every time you lost, think of all the mean emotes you would get after your title. It was like Nat 20 as you came in. So many sassy Deadpools. Mode has been ruined. Okay. The other two I can see being real. So let's just roll with it. Huh? Yeah, but like there are ones I could see actually like making it into the game because they have started being like, they've gotten some.
How have we not gotten the second one already or some variation on that?
Right, exactly. So that's where we're at. Fake, real. This is going to be the one where I'm wrong, but I must snap at least once because that's how I play snap games. If it goes too long and I haven't snapped, I get nervous. Okay. I must be bold.
You're locking in fake, real because that's different than what you said before.
I really think that first one is real.
Wait, no, I meant the opposite of what I said. Real, fake.
Okay, that's why I wanted to check.
Sometimes I say the opposite of what I mean, which is not a good lesson to learn. People mostly say what they mean, except for when
they do. It's true.
Do you mean that is a good lesson to learn? Are you snapping on that set?
It's not a good lesson to learn that, like, I don't mean what I say because I mean to mean what I say. I just mean it's like because the classic problem of Hollywood where, like, they try and like show romance is repeatedly bothering. Has said no.
Wear them down.
It's like, so I was like, don't learn the lesson that people mean the opposite of what they say. I just am. I was broken in the words department occasionally.
I certainly suffer from a mouth-brain disconnect frequently. Okay,
Absolutely.
are you snapping on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That'll be... you got the set right, so that's 4 points. You got 2 of the titles right, so that's 6 points.
I'll take it. Mid-success is still a pass.
DNA test, 90% McLuhan is real. 1 in 14,605,000, which I understand to be an Infinity War reference, is from Iron Cloak, and Nat 20 is from Star.
Yeah, I knew it. It's too good. You done messed up by making your title too good. Gotcha.
Thought the triple exclamation point might help. Okay. Ben.
I do love a trips.
Pocket Meta Demon. Rock, paper, adamantium. Live and let discard.
I need to know if Dips, Fries, and Adamantium was one of the real ones earlier.
Dips, Fries, and Adamantium was a real one.
That was a real one. Okay.
Oh, we can do callbacks?
Yeah, I'm metagaming this shit.
I would like my Snap title in a sentence, please.
Language of origin.
Here's the thing. The first one and the third one are both, I think, a little too clever. I don't know. I feel like
Live
the first
and let
one...
discard is good.
See, that's the thing. I'm like,
Someone came up with that, and I appreciate them.
I'm like, does Second Dinner want to talk about pocket metas? Maybe. I feel like they've never used that term in the past, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't start now. So, and the third one is like good, but like good in a way that they might actually do. All right, I think the second one's real. I think, you know what? I'm gonna go fake, real. But do we know what the scores are right now?
I'll tell you the halftime score was 13-15 in your favor.
Shit, we're close. Okay. And re-snapped on the last one. Okay.
But you should save your snaps for the ones you feel good about.
That's true.
Or throw caution to the wind. That works sometimes.
You know what? I feel like the other two are fake. The second one is real. And I'm going to snap on it. Here's where we... You know what? Actually, I changed my mind. They're all real and I'm not snapping on it.
Okay. They're all fake.
Discard was too good. Who came up with that one?
The first one was from miles per minute. I twisted it a little bit.
That one's good. The pocket.
Adamantium was mine from Title Tussle 5 that didn't get used. And Live and Let Discard was from Adam Star.
Okay. Adam Star is the real winner of this round.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so by not snapping, I made it only -5. Is that correct?
Only -2 instead of -4.
Okay. The missing them is no longer. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought making it a little less swingy there would be a good thing. Okay, can't kneel, bad knees. Who's Harold? Kneel before my lactose intolerance.
Oh no. Why? Okay, can't kneel, bad knees. I'm gonna say that's real. This was a set too hard. I don't feel like you can snap on this. Who's Harold? Feels like a reference I don't get.
No, it's too funny.
It's
talking
the
about
Herald
Heralds
of Galactus.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's someone's misunderstanding. Okay,
we would not be getting in one of these titles, I think.
I thought the wordplay of it was also a reference. Sometimes I'm looking for references that aren't there because whatever.
I think it's just a pun on Herald of Galactus. And
so then that's too good. So I'm gonna say that's fake. And then kneel before my lactose intolerance. I'm gonna say fake, but more like wishful thinking because, like, that's a rough one, buddy. I don't remember it. That's what I'm going with. But I'm not
And you're
snapping.
committed to no snap?
No snap, yeah.
Okay. Real, fake, fake? That is a full correct. You got it.
Yay! Oh, I should have snapped.
Can't kneel
I
bad
feel like
means
it's like
the real
Flight of
one.
the Conchords. Wait, there's some like song where Jermaine goes, but I lack confidence. That's what I'm always thinking in my head, in a like a New Zealand accent. All right, sorry.
Whose Herald was from J_Calvin, and my favorite one by far. That tickled me endlessly. And Kneel Before My Lactose Intolerance was from Snap Variants. Okay.
Why would you do that to
Dragging down my rank. Okay, Fin Fang Foomer. Minty Fresh Fire Breath.
All real, and I'm snapping on it.
Oh, wow.
Shit, that's fast. No. They're not all real.
How many are
one
real?
of them was real, so
One
it's
of them.
negative. It's a negative 3 points.
Was the first one real, or the last one?
The last one is real.
The last one is real.
Dragging down my rank is from Scott. Okay, Fin Fang Foomer is from yours truly.
It's very good. I wanted it to be real so badly.
Yeah, I might actually rock that one. Which, maybe that's a hint. Snapdragon. Small, purple, and on your shoulder. How now, Mr. Lau?
Okay, I like Snapdragon, so it's probably fake. Is it real? It's pretty simple. Usually the fake ones are longer words. So let's do... I'm gonna say fake, real, fake. But I'm not snapping.
Real, fake. Did you say not snapping?
Yeah, I have less confidence in the last round
Safe
than I
with
did.
your big lead. That'll be 3 points. Wait, how are we doing this?
Okay,
4 points. You got 2 of them right.
Okay.
And you got the set. So, let's see. Snapdragon is real. Small, purple,
nice.
and on your
Kinda
shoulder
like it.
is real. How now, Mr. Lau was made up by me. Mr. Lau is the dragon in Agents of Atlas, which I only learned because somebody did it in Snapprentice Season 2. Okay, Ben, last round. You can't win, but, we'll play
That's
for fun.
all right. I am more comfortable when I lose these anyway.
Dormammu, I don't even know you. Doing time on Titan. He who remains in Iron Rank.
Do they want to talk about Kang? I kind of feel like they don't, for like any of the reasons.
Maybe it'll launch with his inevitable rework that's surely happening.
Yeah, maybe. No, I don't think so. The second one seems very real. It's not fun enough for someone to have made it up. The first one, God, that could be real or fake.
Yep.
Let's say fake, real, fake, and I'll snap on it.
That's a full set. Good job. I think is that the only 7-pointer we've seen?
The only 7-pointer we've had, I believe.
Hey, good job.
Well done.
Can't guarantee I was doing accurate scoring the whole time, but finishes with 28 points to Ben's 17. Thanks for
Huzzah!
playing my game. Well,
Great game.
It's
Thank
fun.
you for putting it on for
Yes,
us. It's always a
thank
delight.
you.
I really enjoy it.
yes, and big thanks to everybody who submits titles. It makes it
Oh yeah,
more fun.
I really
and
appreciate you.
more diverse. If you liked what you heard, like, comment, subscribe, follow, rate and review, etc. You can leave us comments on YouTube or Spotify. Or you can come join the Speakeasy, our little corner of the Snap Judgments League Discord, where people share their secret homework and climb accountability and talk about comics and just chat. It's great. It's a little tricky to get there, but the instructions are in the show notes or video description, and people are figuring it out all the time. New, not yet, but sometime this week, I'm going to start posting all my fun clips that I get also on our YouTube. So those will be available there if you're not into the Blue Sky or Twitter. We're proudly part
people
of
are
this.
gonna love them. I'm so excited for more people to see those. Or
It'll be a lot easier for me to say, hey, just go watch it on the YouTube.
yeah.
And I'll feel better about not supporting Elon's hell site.
Yes.
And
Oh my gosh. I mean, y'all, I mean, we can't even start, but wow, the events of yesterday or, any of the days. Well, a lot of things are happening.
it really is a hellscape. And Blue Sky is a nice place, but it's that there's just too small of a portion of the Snap community there. It's not the same as what it used to be before we all split off. Anyway, that's depressing.
A lot of things were different.
We're proudly part of the
Such a
Snap
Shire thing, like not for us, Frodo, or like kind of. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, would that we were in better times. We're proudly part of the Snap Judgments Network, where you can listen to other great shows like Snap Judgments by Pulse Glazer and Roy on Saturdays. Check it out. I'm sure you have before. They're our grand pod. We appreciate them. So tune in next week just in time to hear about High Voltage, maybe. Because we're all going to be getting up on that as soon as we can. Same Snap time, same Snap channel.
Yay. Oh, I am so sad. I realized, remember like several weeks ago when I was talking and I was like, I thought it would be funny if I did a crochet bit where I showed up in increasingly complex crochet outfits. And I'm like, I know. And I was like, but my sanity, like obviously like that would be like impossible and I should never do that for a bit. And I was sitting today, I'm like, oh, I've done it. Oh no.
How's your sanity?
Yeah.
It's super cute. I love the mushroom hat and the vest both. I can't believe how fast you are at, expanding your repertoire.
Okay. I know. We're trying to figure out how to end it because you have to go like pick up your kid from here.
I do gotta go pick up my kid who's been out of town for a week. I'm so excited. I don't know. I had to leave early last week to go up to a family reunion, and I had a great time. I shot the bow and arrow, which is always my favorite thing to do up there. I have the bruises to show it, although they've healed a lot in the week. Still haven't learned how to look down the arrow for aiming and also not hit myself, but it's worth it.
Well, that's great.
Thanks.